(8:45). This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by J. Yogaraj and read by Soundhi Thavam. The Fourth Magistrate has ordered the 6 suspects of the Easter Sunday terrorist attack, including the wife of terrorist leader Zahran Hashim Abdul Qadir Fatima, to be kept in remand custody till the 9th of next month. 294 new corona cases have been reported today, which takes the total infected cases to 21,261 in the country. Updated announcement on isolation orders. COVID-19 cases confirmed in Sri Lanka move past the 21,000 mark. Warning issued as Cyclone Niva moves closer to the northern coast. Sangha, Mahela, Herat and Malinga nominated for ICC Awards of the Decade. An industrial zone will be established in the eastern province with the sole objective of providing jobs to more than 2,000 youth in the province. In news overseas, nearly 100 pilot whales die in mass stranding off New Zealand islands. And in sports, LPL 2020 ready for takeoff, powered by stars riding the crest of chaos. The Fourth Magistrate has ordered the 6 suspects of the Easter Sunday terrorist attack, including the wife of terrorist leader Zahran Hashim Abdul Qadir Fatima, to be kept in remand custody till the 9th of next month. The Fourth Magistrate Priyantha Liyanage gave this order through Skype. Abdul Qadir Fatima was arrested in connection with the Easter Sunday bomb attack at the Shangri-La Hotel in Colombo. 294 new corona cases have been reported today, which takes the total infected cases to 21,261 in the country. Meanwhile, 15,447 have recovered from the disease and been discharged from the respective hospitals. 5,720 active cases are still receiving treatment in hospitals. Sri Lanka witnessed 94 deaths so far due to the corona outbreak. With another uptick in COVID-19 figures observed this evening, the total infections confirmed in Sri Lanka surpassed the grim milestone of 21,000. The Department of Government Information confirmed that 294 more individuals linked to the Palyagoda fish market cluster tested positive for the virus. Following the new development, total infections registered by the Minuwangoda Palyagoda cluster have reached 17,730. Sri Lanka has recorded 21,261 infections since the first positive case was reported in March this year. The epidemiology unit's data revealed that 5,720 active cases are still under medical care. Meanwhile, total coronavirus recoveries reported in the country increased to 15,447 earlier today. The country has also witnessed 94 casualties due to the virus outbreak. Several Gram Niladhari divisions in the Kaluthara and Kandy districts have been declared as isolated areas with immediate effect. 3 Gram Niladhari divisions in the Bandaragama police area and 2 Gram Niladhari divisions in the Alavatugoda police area, Kandy district, have been isolated. Accordingly, the following areas will be under isolation until further notice: Bandaragama police area, Kaluthara district; Atulugama East Gram Niladhari division; Epitamulla Gram Niladhari division; Kolamadariya Gram Niladhari division; Alavatugoda police area, Kandy district; Bulugatana Gram Niladhari division; Telamugahavatta Gram Niladhari division. Meanwhile, the isolation orders in the Kirimanthudua Gram Niladhari division in the Bandaragama police area in the Kaluthara district will be lifted from now on. The Department of Meteorology warns that the severe cyclonic storm Niva is likely to intensify into a very severe cyclonic storm and is expected to move closer to the northern coast of Sri Lanka and cross the Tamil Nadu coast, India, around midnight today. Severe cyclonic storm Niva over the southwest Bay of Bengal was located at 11:30 a.m. today, 25th, 195 kilometers to the northeast of Kankesanturai coast, it said. It is very likely to intensify into a very severe cyclonic storm. during the next 6 hours and expected to move closer to the northern coast of Sri Lanka and cross the Tamil Nadu coast, India during midnight today, 25th, the department said, issuing a red warning. Under the influence of the aforementioned system, the possibility for intermittent showers or thundershowers and sudden roughness associated with sudden increase or wind speed up to 100 to 110 kilometers per hour is high over the northern and eastern and northwestern deep and shallow sea areas during the next 24 hours, it said. The wind speed can increase up to 50 to 60 kilometers per hour at times over the sea area extending from Puttalam to Matara via Colombo. There is a possibility that near-shore sea areas off the coast extending from Puttalam to Trincomalee via Mana and Kankesanture may experience surges due to the effect of swell waves 2 to 3 meters in height. The naval and fishing communities are warned not to venture to the sea areas off the coast extending from Puttalam to Batticaloa via Mana, Kankesanture and Trincomalee. Those who are out in the aforementioned sea regions are advised to return to the coast or move to safer areas immediately. The naval and fishing communities are also requested to be vigilant during activities in the sea areas extending from Puttalam to Matara via Colombo. Kumar Sangakkara has been nominated for the Sir Garfield Sobers Award for the ICC Male Cricketer of the Decade, while fellow Sri Lankan cricketing legends Mahela Jayawardene, Rangana Herath and Lasith Malinga have also been nominated under various categories in the ICC Awards of the Decade. The International Cricket Council ICC has released the nominees for the Awards of the Decade. The apex cricketing body has included the names of several talismanic players who ruled the game in the last decade, that is 2010 to 2019. Former Sri Lankan skipper Kumar Sangakkara featured in the top category Player of the Decade as well as in the ODI category. Sri Lanka has 2 nominees in the ODI category. He is also nominated for the Sir Garfield Sobers Award for ICC Male Cricketer of the Decade, which will go to the best overall performer in men's international cricket, that's Tests, ODIs and T20Is, during the performance period. Sangakkara has also been nominated for the award ICC Men's ODI Cricketer of the Decade, the best overall performer in men's ODI cricket during the performance period. Sri Lankan pacer and current T20 captain Lasith Malinga is also nominated for the ICC Men's ODI Cricketer of the Decade award, in addition to the ICC Men's T20I Cricketer of the Decade, the best overall performer in men's T20I cricket during the performance period. Meanwhile, Sri Lankan spinner Rangana Herath is in the fray for the ICC Men's Test Player of the Decade category. He took 363 wickets between 2010 and 2018. Former Sri Lanka captain Mahela Jayawardene has been nominated for the ICC Spirit of Cricket Award of the Decade, awarded for an action, moment, gesture or decision on the field of play in international cricket during the performance period which best reflects the spirit of cricket. Minister Vimal Weerawansa promised that an industrial zone will be established in the eastern province with the sole objective of providing jobs to more than 2,000 youth in the province. A garment factory will be set up in Punankuda by the Industrial Ministry with the support of the BOI. The minister made these remarks during an inspection tour to the proposed industrial site today. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Today is the third day of the committee stage debate of the budget proceedings. The vote on the Ministries of Mass Media and Information and Foreign Affairs was taken up for debate today. Joining the debate, Foreign Relations State Minister Tharaka Balasurya said, a friendly and effective economic foreign policy is needed at present. This will pave the way to attract more foreign funds in a systematic manner. Meanwhile, Parliamentarian Ranjan Ramanayake emphasised the importance of safeguarding the RTI Act in the country. Today is the third day of the committee-staged budget debate in Parliament. The expenditure accounts of the Ministries of Foreign Affairs, Mass Media and State Ministry of Regional Cooperation were debated today. Taking part in the debate, MP Charitha Herath said that the government is committed to protect the right to information of the people. MP Anura Priyadashanayapa said Sri Lanka's foreign policy was damaged since the previous government sponsored Geneva proposals. MP Manusha Nanayakara emphasised the need to establish a training institute for journalists. MP Mahinda Samarasinghe pointed out that no one opposed when Sri Lanka left the Geneva proposals. Parliamentarian Gayantha Karunatilaka said a regulatory institution is needed for the television industry. The program to introduce medical insurance for artists under the Vistas of Prosperity Manifesto has commenced from the stage drama field. The insurance scheme named Preksha is being implemented by the Tower Hall Foundation on the advice of State Minister Vidura Vikramanayake. Artists in the stage drama field who are between the ages of 35 and 75 can apply for the scheme. No premiums will be charged for the insurance from the artists. Priority will be given according to the seniority in the drama field. It will be necessary to be in the drama field for not less than 10 years and to be actively engaged in the sector for 5 years when applying for the insurance. Applications for the insurance can be downloaded from www.towerhall.lk website. The last day to accept applications is the 11th of next month. The Preksha insurance scheme is being implemented under the supervision of Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa. The Public Utilities Commission has implemented a program to introduce a recognised vocational permit for electricians. Communication Director of the Commission, Janath Herat, said that the program will be implemented at district level by identifying electricians in villages through district secretaries, divisional secretaries and Grama Niladaris. He further said that the assistance of several institutions will be obtained for the program. Electricians can get further information by calling the mobile number 0764 271 030. That's local news.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
A cordial discussion was held between Health Minister Pavitra Vanyarachi and Chinese Ambassador Qiu Zhenhong at the Chinese Embassy this morning. The discussion focused on the present corona pandemic prevailing in both countries. Remedial activities were also discussed in detail and came to you in the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
Moving on to Watchlight, the commuters and long-distance passengers complain that they do not get sufficient public transport services after 7 p.m. in the main cities, including Colombo. As a result, the commuters, especially long-distance passengers, face immense difficulties. Sometimes they have to wait for long hours to board a bus. This is for the attention of the Western Province Passenger Transport Authority and came to you in Watchlight. On to a bulletin of world news in the headlines. US election 2020, Biden says White House cooperation sincere. Nearly 100 pilot whales die in mass stranding off New Zealand islands. BTS band gets first ever Grammy nomination for K-pop. The US President-elect Joe Biden says the White House has so far been sincere in helping his transition to power. Quote, "It has not been begrudging so far, and I don't expect it to be," unquote, he told NBC News in an interview. He spoke as he unveiled his choice of top officials for when he takes over from Donald Trump in January. Mr. Trump finally agreed to allow the formal transition process to begin on Monday, nearly 3 weeks after the presidential election. Almost 100 pilot whales have died in a mass stranding on New Zealand's remote Chatham Islands. Conservation officers said they were notified about the incident on Sunday, but by the time they reached the location, Waitangi West Beach, a few of the animals were still alive. In total, 97 whales and 3 dolphins have died. It is unclear what caused the stranding on the islands, which are 800 kilometers or 500 miles east of New Zealand. Global sensation, BTS has become the first K-pop group to ever receive a Grammy Award nomination. Their latest hit song Dynamite was nominated for the Best Pop Duo Group Performance category alongside stars like Lady Gaga and Taylor Swift. The group posted a reaction video on Twitter showing them cheering when their nomination was announced. Back to the headlines of the world news. US election 2020, Biden says White House cooperation sincere. Nearly 100 pilot whales die in mass stranding off New Zealand islands. And BTS band gets first ever Grammy nomination for K-pop. That's world news, and moving on to development news. The Ministry of Education says accepting of applications to the vacancies of principals of national schools will end on the 4th of next month. Applications have been called for principal vacancies of 170 national schools. The minister said further information on applications can be obtained by logging into www.moe.gov.lk website. That's development news, and on to sports. This is not fantasy, as after years of announcements and cancellations, years in which Sri Lanka Cricket SLC officials lumbered into organisational walls and stumbled onto logistical potholes, Sri Lankan fans will finally get to watch a homegrown franchise T20 league. The build-up has been chaotic. Players have pulled out late, others have contracted COVID-19, replacements have been hastily found, payments have been demanded, quarantines completed, and a flight has even been missed. It's been an anarchic whirlwind, but in a way, there is no better precursor to cricket in Sri Lanka. It's less than 48 hours until the first game begins. The LPL tournament will commence tomorrow at the Suryavava International Grounds. That's sports news. Business news up next.
Empower your dreams with NSV Wings. NSV Wings. Reach out the high goals.
Business news. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Tokyo Cement Company Lanka PLC recently entered into an investment expansion agreement with the BOI, reflecting their appreciation towards the government's far-sighted decision to encourage the local manufacturing sector. The company announced plans to increase the local production capacity by a further 1 million metric tons with an investment of $12 million. That's business news. We look at economic news next.
Business news. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The wait is over, and it's time for you to experience happiness. It's time to remap the graph for success. It's time to rebuild your empire. It's time to initiate your entrepreneur dreams. Empower your dreams with NSV Wings. Get your 2-year personal loan for just 7% per annum, starting from 500,000 rupees to 10 million rupees. All you need is just one guarantee. NSV Wings. Reach out the high goals.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Congratulations on your promotion. It will be our treat, huh?
How about today?
Oh no, I was just joking.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
The Asian Development Bank, ADB, has approved a $165 million loan to Sri Lanka to provide immediate financing support for small and medium enterprises, SMEs, which have been severely affected by the coronavirus disease COVID-19 pandemic, and long-term financing to underserved SMEs, including businesses led by women and tea smallholders. COVID-19 has gravely hit Sri Lanka's economy due to the decline in demand and supply chain disruption in export-oriented industries, which has led to an economic slowdown that gradually spread across other sectors. Financial support is critical for SMEs to revive their businesses, which account for over 45% of total employment and 52% of the gross domestic product of Sri Lanka. That's economic news.
Hello, Buddha. Did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down, everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
On to the weather report. The Met Department says the low-pressure area over the Bay of Bengal has developed to a depression and lays centred near to the east of the Trincomalee coast, about 360 kilometers. It is expected to intensify further into a cyclonic storm during the next 24 hours. It is likely to move closer to the northern coast of Sri Lanka towards the Tamil Nadu coast of India during the next 48 hours. Under the influence of this system, very strong gusty winds, 60 to 70 kilometers per hour, can be expected in the eastern, northern and north-central provinces. Strong gusty winds of 40 to 50 kilometers per hour can be expected elsewhere. Showers or thundershowers will occur at times in the eastern, northern, north-central and northwestern provinces. Very heavy falls above 150 millimeters are likely at some places in the northern province and in the Trincomalee district. Fairly heavy falls between 50 to 100 millimeters are likely at some places in the north-central and northwestern provinces and in the Batticaloa district. Several spells of showers will occur in the western and Sabragama provinces and in the Puttalam, Galle and Mathura districts. This weather report is published this evening at 7:30 p.m. Further details could be obtained by visiting the official website of the department. To conclude this bulletin of news, a recap of the headlines. The Fort Magistrate has ordered the 6 suspects of the Easter Sunday terrorist attack, including the wife of terrorist leader Zahran Hashim Abdul Qadir Fatima, to be kept in remand custody till the 9th of next month. 294 new corona cases have been reported today, which takes the total infected cases to 21,261 in the country. Updated announcement on isolation orders. COVID-19 cases confirmed in Sri Lanka move past the 21,000 mark. Warning issued as Cyclone Niva moves closer to the northern coast. Sangha, Mahela, Herat and Malinga nominated for the ICC Awards of the decade. An industrial zone will be established in the eastern province with the sole objective of providing jobs to more than 2,000 youth in the province. Nearly 100 pilot whales die in mass stranding off New Zealand islands. And the LPL 2020 ready for takeoff, powered by stars riding the crest of chaos. That concludes tonight's news broadcast, and now it's back to your hostess, Geetanjali Ramanayaka, to keep you entertained till the end of transmission. Back to you, Geeta.